Today we're going to show you one of the most unique neighborhoods that League City has to offer. I'm talking about Whispering Lakes. And yes, it's in the name. There are plenty of beautiful lakeside areas to hang around. Deb's going to tell you a little bit about some of the unique features of this property, and we're going to walk around and show you the neighborhood and really give you a feel for what it might be like to live here.
So one of the really unique features about this Whispering Lakes neighborhood is all of the homes in this neighborhood are situated on 1+ acre lots where you get the true Texas-sized suburban experience.
So join us on this experience as we take you through the beautiful Whispering Lakes. And don't forget that if you're moving to the Houston area, make sure you scan that QR code on our page and click the link in our description below to let us know how we can help you find the home of your dreams. So one of the beautiful things about Whispering Lakes is the fact that it's a gated community. So you do have that privacy and security if you live behind the gates. And that's just one of the amenities that they feature here. Behind me is the beautiful resort style pool, and that is open for several months during the spring to early fall months for the residents.
And little clubhouse as well if you want to organize any kind of a birthday party or special event.
Let's go check out some of the other amenities Whispering Lakes has to offer. So another really great feature about Whispering Lakes that you get as an amenity here are these beautiful walking trails throughout the community, and you'll see they kind of wind around the lake. So they almost whisper around the lakes, if you will, hence the name Whispering Lakes. And a really important thing to note about Whispering Lakes specifically that make it so unique are the lot sizes of the homes here, and then the size of the homes themselves. You're talking about starting at 3,000 square feet for the home and going all the way up to just over 7,000 square feet. And Deb, speak a little bit about, I know you've sold a lot of homes here, what some of your clients are doing with all of that acreage that they have, because as we mentioned, the homes here on the lots they're built on start at 1 acre.
Yeah, so it's really amazing. Sometimes you can buy a home here and really have a blank slate to do whatever you want to do, right?
Yeah.
I've seen many of the houses, of course, with pools. That's a thing here in Texas.
Yeah, outdoor kitchens.
If you can imagine with an acre, right, you have the pool, you have the outdoor kitchen, you have gazebos and pergolas. I've seen tennis courts here in the backyard.
No kidding.
No kidding. And
so there really is a lot that the HOA will actually allow you to do in this neighborhood as far as building out your little amenity space in your own backyard.
Absolutely, and as a matter of fact, I've seen more than one home where they've taken the backyard and they've built a whole, I'm not talking about attached to the home, I'm talking about separate from the home in the backyard, a full mother-in-law suite with kitchen, living area, bedroom, the whole 9 yards, and honestly still feel like you had loads of room still available to put in extra amenities. Some of my favorite, actually, I've seen in several homes here, are beautifully landscaped koi ponds with waterfalls, and I mean, it's really beautiful.
Oh, very cool,
I've seen some really beautiful features here in the neighborhood that homeowners have done with their backyards.
That's awesome. I love the mother-in-law suite idea. It's for those mother-in-laws that you love so much, but not quite enough to put them under your same roof. You want them close, but they have their own roof as well.
Well, and they feel like they still have some independence.
Exactly,
right? So,
exactly.
Yeah, it's super cool. And as you'll see, there's nice little bench seating areas where you can kind of look over the lake and everything. And I'll tell you, if you're here in the evening, some of the sunsets here are really phenomenal, and the lakes just take on that burst of color and everything. It's really pretty.
Yeah, and let's talk, Deb, about what's around this area, because, you know, this is a part of League City that's not quite as developed as some other parts of League City, which is a tremendous benefit if you want that lot size and that space. But where can a resident of Whispering Lakes get to? What's easily accessible? I know the Kemah Boardwalk is right down the road. Speak to what's in the area.
Well, and like your grocery stores and everything else, you have both Kroger and HEB that are literally 3, 4, 5 minutes up the road. So you're still like, you're kind of like in this ranch kind of like community, but you're not driving 30 miles into town to get to a grocery store, right?
Right,
it still has that like ranch-like community feel because of the large lots. And as far as the price point in here, the price points range anywhere from in the mid 600s to just a little bit north of $1 million, $1.1 million. So.
Which is really crazy when you think about a 7,000 square foot home on an 1.5 acre lot.
If you're in California, you should be listening to that.
And that's one of the beautiful things that, you know, about doing this YouTube channel and giving the information about the area that we live in, is we have a lot of you folks that are moving from other places that are much higher price point areas, such as California, such as New York, where you're thinking maybe $600,000 is going to get me a small little 3-bedroom on less than 1/8 of an acre, or even a condo for that matter in New York City, where we show you here in League City, Texas, literally just 30 minutes from downtown Houston, one of the biggest metropolitan areas in the country, where you can purchase over an acre lot with over a 3,000 square foot house for somewhere in the $600,000 range. And I don't think that's something that many people that live in these higher price tag areas of the country even realize. So Deb, kind of to recap the Whispering Lakes neighborhood here and some of the great features that they have, you know, we have the pool, we have the walking trails, it's gated, you have the privacy of being back here in the secluded little area behind the gate.
You have the coast, you have that Gulf Coast breeze.
Exactly.
As you guys can see.
But the one thing we didn't talk about is the school district. You know, this is Clear Creek ISD. Do you want to talk a little bit about where, if you were to move your family into this neighborhood, your kids might be going to school?
Yeah, absolutely. So as we're sitting here on a bench quietly taking it all in, if you're moving to any area and you have children, probably one of the important questions you have is, you know, where are they going to be going to school and what are the schools like? So in Whispering Lake specifically, well, not specifically, there's other neighborhoods that go to the school as well. We have kind of like the all-in-one campus. And when I say all-in-one campus, it means it's a campus that houses both the elementary school, which would be Mossman Elementary. It houses the intermediate, which would be Bayside Intermediate. And it houses the high school, which would be Clear Falls High School. So it's really kind of cool if your kid manages, or your child manages to get through, you know, their whole school experience, it's going to be all in that one all-in-one campus. It's kind of cool.
It's cool. It's a brand new campus, and you do have that benefit of your kids going to school in the same area, the same building for the entirety of kindergarten through 12th grade. One important thing to note too about Clear Creek ISD, we have said it in other videos before, but for those of you just joining us for the first time, it consistently ranks in the top 10% of all independent school districts in Texas. So it's a very desirable place to move if you'd like if public school and the quality of public school is important for you and your family.
Yeah, and I would say that particular campus specifically ranks really high in the 5-star ratings for quality education.
Yep. Well, guys, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you're considering a move to Houston, Texas, or if you're already living here and you're thinking about relocating to a different part of town and needing to sell your home, shoot us a message. We have a QR code in the banner on our YouTube page, but we'll also put a link in the description where you can book a Zoom call with myself, with Deb, one of our team members that suits specifically what it is that you're looking for. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to know more about the beautiful Houston metro area and some of the great neighborhoods to live in around here. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.